fix my game capture real quick. There we go. Yeah. Bop. Let's go. Look at me, I'm back. What is up, chat? You missed me? I missed you. I hope people missed me. It's been a little bit, I think. It's been quite a bit. Decided to stream today. Let's obviously my last time streaming I didn't stream any Minecraft. I actually streamed some multiverses, which I'm really into right now. Alright, this person looks ready. Yep. Ooh. Okay, I see you. Come on, bitch. Okay, I see you. I see you. Fuck, alright, good shit, good shit. That's first round, dude. That's only first round. Obviously, it has nothing to do with me being bad. I'm obviously amazing at this game. Oh, what are you gonna do about it? Mink. Ooh. But yeah, so I was playing multiverses recently. That's very fun. If you guys didn't see, I use Bugs Bunny. Some might say that's a little bit of a cop-out. I will not lie, it kinda is. But he's just so fun to play as, despite him being kind of cheese. I've been pretty excited for different games coming out. Obviously, I want to get back into playing more Minecraft. Obviously, I'm doing that right now. I wanted to bring some SMP content recently, but I haven't been able to actually get to the server for some reason. Which kind of sucks, I will not lie. Wanted to make some content on there recently, haven't been able to. Which kind of stopped me from streaming a little bit on Minecraft, just because I haven't been able to enter the server. Good fucking hit, good hit, good hit, good hit. Oh, I can't hit anything from up close, that kind of sucks. Alright, that's a GG's. That's a GG's. That's my main thing, want to get back into playing more Minecraft. Obviously, not be able to play the SMP is kind of trash, not gonna lie. Obviously, I had some thoughts on some different content. I want to show you guys a building that I made in the fucking game, but I haven't been able to. Oop. Oh, that's unnecessary custom. Sorry, guys. Come on. Ah, I was right there. GG, GG, GG. Other than that, is he? You ready? Oh shit! Up, up, up. Obviously you are. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a lame of you. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's see. I want to go over some other things. Like, honestly, I have some other things I want to go over. Obviously, my college is getting closer and closer. Huh? Uh-oh. Fuck! No! That's so lame. No hit registers. Oh no. Good kill. I'm trying to think right now. Oh, haven't been able to play. Like I said, haven't been able to play in the SMP. Um, I will not lie. I am really bummed about that. The SMP was really fun. I'm gonna be changing my banner here soon on my channel to something I actually built on the SMP that I'm pretty proud of. Regardless of it being a pre-existing build before, I just thought it was really cool. Anyways, on the topic of streaming more recently, obviously, my upcoming university semester, I don't want to call it college just in case anybody's watching, but I am going into a community college. I am trying to switch it to online. It gives me more time to stream, because honestly, if I go in person and deal with other things, it's going to be kind of hard for me to stream. So, as it is right now, I'm trying to change it. It just gives me more time for everything that I want to do. Obviously, whenever I start working, it's going to be a little harder to stream still. As you guys know, this can't really be a job for me. Which obviously is fine. I don't need to get paid for this. This is obviously really fun. But ooh. I missed. Oh, I missed that one too? That's kind of lame. Ah, okay. Let's see. Other than that, other than college kind of getting in the way, obviously, like I said, work is going to kind of get in the way once I start working. I'm a level with you guys, you know. On this whole college thing, I'm just kind of doing it just because I feel like I mean, obviously, I know I can do it. It's just something I'm doing. Not because I'm really looking for, like, some really crazy college level career. I mean, honestly, I don't know what I want to do. All I know is that I want to live a life where I make some sort of money, you know? Yeah, that's annoying. Keep biting myself. Ah. Huh? Yeah. I'm done. Damn. GG. I'm trying to think right now. I can't say the same message twice. So, I'm over here thinking, like, racking my brain, what I want to do for this course of time, you know, that I have. Obviously, I need to balance out work, college, and streaming. Obviously, I really enjoy streaming. It's a good de-stressor. But obviously, I always need to focus on my studies and trying to get a good job. Oh my god. But like I said, I just want to level with you guys about this stuff. You know, it's... What the fuck? How? I just really want to level with you guys on this. I don't find a lot of um, I don't find a lot of joy with a lot of these like possible careers and jobs. I'm not a very standard person. I don't like a lot of the jobs that are, obviously that I can do. I've been told I can do a lot of things that just don't really interest me. Uh, which I know a lot of people end up doing in their lifetime anyways. Work is work, and that's how you make money. That's how you make a living. I don't know, I just never felt great with all that. I'm not a very typical person, not trying to be like, oh, I'm different or something, So I'm not different than a lot of people. I just don't. I'm different in a sense that I don't enjoy any other like forms of things, Yeah, that sounds disgusting to say this. I'm a creative. That sounds disgusting. I want to do, I want to make short films or films or like obviously there's a lot more things I want to do with my channel. There's a separate channel that I do have, and there's a you you ready? Is that a yes? Yeah. Oh, nice. Ah, I accidentally released it. I'm stupid. Oh, he's outplaying me. Not even gonna lie to you. Okay. I don't know why I did there. Anyway, yeah, I just don't feel very good about a lot of other jobs. Obviously, these aren't jobs, they're hobbies, and I really enjoy those, but I can't find myself enjoying a lot of things. Like, realistically, I just see myself probably hopping around from job to job. Just out of the sake that I just don't feel like I would be able to last in a job that I don't care about. Oh my god. How are you? What the fuck? I just don't think I could last in a lot of other jobs. I feel like I'd have to be something that I thoroughly enjoy, and I haven't found that for any type of typical like normal work. I literally have not found that. Like, I've never cared about like being stream famous. Like, don't get me wrong, it's been a dream that I've had before. It's something that obviously I wouldn't deny. Obviously, if I became more of a active streamer, did better while streaming, obviously it's something that I would pursue and I probably wouldn't give up on. It's not about recognition or notoriety. It's just one of those things where I feel like that's a job that I could realistically do. Because it's something I wouldn't get bored on. Ooh, GG. I don't have any other real jobs in mind. I just want to be able to enjoy what I'm doing. And the truth of the matter is, a lot of things that have been given to, well, that are presented themselves hasn't really given me any joy. Obviously, No disrespect to anybody in like those fields or anything. Obviously not. It's just me personally. I can't relate to any of those. I just can't get behind it. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm kind of wasting my time when it comes to college. Not saying that people who go to college are wasting their time. It's just me personally. I feel like what I'm doing over there isn't productive to who I want to be. Oh, it's my first ever draw. It's not productive to whoever I want to be. You know, in the future, it does nothing for me. And obviously, most jobs people miss out on a lot of things because they just want to get a job, make a living, and I get that. I just want so much more. I want to be able to enjoy a lot of things that I'm doing, and I guess that's being I don't know, being kind of whiny, I guess. Like, obviously, I have life. What else would you want, you know? Streaming obviously gives me the chance that I really love with one of my hobbies, just content creation. I love this. This is really fun. Obviously, I'm getting more into editing, and hopefully you guys see a video that I edit soon. No hints or anything, you know? Oh wow, I actually won that. So I'm just kind of thinking here, right? Obviously, I love content creation, but I can't make this a job. Not because I don't believe it can be a job, but mainly because I'm obviously not big enough. I'm obviously not at this point of Woo. Oh my god, he's abusing me. Mama, help. Mama, he abusing me. Jesus. Well, obviously I love content creation. I love doing these dumb little videos or streams or whatever. Obviously I have some other things that I really want to do. Some passion projects I don't know if I'll ever be able to complete or go along with. Maybe I'm not happy with it, you know? I would love to do content creation, not just for some stupid, like, easy money that a lot of people think. It's more based upon that it's fun, right? It's something I genuinely want to do. And I won't stop streaming. It's honestly too fun to stop. Oh, monkey killed me. So no. And I'm not stopping that. I enjoy this a lot to give up, you know? Not to say there hasn't been times where I thought about it. Obviously, yeah, there's been some times. I'm sure a lot of people would probably get, what the fuck happened? There's a lot of times where I'm sure a lot of people would give up, you know? Which makes sense. I've been under 100 subs forever. You know? One would think at some stage in my, like, YouTube career I would have hit 100 subs already. Which isn't true. You know? Everyone goes at a different rate. Obviously, a lot of the people who grow faster than I do obviously have that thing that I'm missing, which it could be a multitude of things. Maybe people just don't like how I play, which obviously is fair. I'm not a very good player. Maybe some people don't like my commentary or just don't think I'm funny, which is fair. You know, maybe I just can't keep an audience, you know, happy or entertained, which is completely fine and understandable. you know, a lot of people have a lot of things better than I do. Um, and also, I don't play the algorithm very well, which obviously helps a lot of people. You know, they'll play the newest game coming out. I've done it before, but only really games that I'm enjoying. Obviously, Multiversus is one of them. Ooh! A lot of people, some people close to me, obviously. Different people wanted to see me play other games, whether it's games like Stray or any other story games or anything. Yeah, they're great ideas. Obviously, those are ones that are more fit into the algorithm because how new they are and how popular they are. You know, if I've seen so many streams I saw on Twitch, you know, playing cat game or whatever, you know, or whatever game is hot at the time. Obviously, Minecraft is one that's always been really big, but it's one that's always close to my heart too. It's not the reason I played it. So yeah, like I never wanted to really follow the algorithm like that. All the times that I've really done it is based on games that I've been really wanting to play. Security Breach was one of them, which, you know, is completely fair. You know, obviously FNAF is a game that, or a series that I just had so many memories on, whether it's watching game theories or shit, you know, which is fair. I say that a lot, by the way. You could make so many compilations of me just saying, which is fair, which is fair. I'm not saying I'm deserving of becoming a bigger streamer. Obviously, it's very condescending to just think that I'm like I have something that other people don't. You know, I don't think so. I genuinely think that I'm more of a chill, laid back kind of streamer. I don't really have that comedy aspect that a lot of people want, and that's what's holding me back. I think eventually I'll get a lot better. It'll take some time to get that down. It's taken so much time now, even getting used to this thing. Obviously, I didn't used to stream on PC before. Like, I had to get used to that, and I'll get used to how other people want me to stream. You know, I'll get used to. I think eventually something will happen, and I'm not gonna stand idly by waiting for it. Obviously, I'm gonna try to get it as soon as I can, because content creation is just so fun. Anyway, off that weird topic, some other things I want to talk about. Some stupid things as well. Ooh! Anybody seen Tommy's new video? Tommy and its new video? There was like the story about like the Dream SMP, and you know, I'll look at the title right now after I get absolutely hornswoggled. Oh, I missed every shot. You mother, get the fuck over here. No, he's abusing me. Okay. Anyway, so Tommy Ant's new video, how the Dream SMP changed my life. Watching that, you really get to see someone who was meant for that, who was meant for streaming. You know, he was built for that. He's obviously really smart and plays the algorithm really well, and obviously have a comedy and a personality that a lot of the Minecraft community loves, which is fair. You know, he's fucking amazing. He's really, really, really smart, and that video was really well written. It had like tones of like this happiness and also like sadness. There's times where he was talking, obviously talked about Techno and his passing, and I'm pretty sure Tommy wrote that by himself. I don't think he had any help. And man, Tommy was really impressive with that writing. Oh wow. So it was just, you really get to see exactly why he succeeded in this platform. Not only YouTube, but Twitch as well. He's very charismatic, very smart, and knows exactly what he's doing, you know? I feel like everything he does with a purpose. You know, all the jokes he makes aren't purposeless and just goes nowhere. A lot of it is just really smart timing and everything, you know? He has timing, he has all these different attributes that a streamer would want. Obviously, that's why he was so successful. That's why other people like him are successful, you know? Obviously, he has some people who had slight differences. Obviously, he had like people like Rambo who are obviously a little different than Tommy, but in the same space, you know? But he's also really smart, just on a, like, with his comedy, just in a different way. Obviously, his comedy is a little different than Tommy's, but he's really smart with the way he, you know, speaks. And that's what you get to see with a lot of those famous YouTubers, you know, the MCYTs or those famous Twitch streamers in general, right? Oh, what the fuck? They're all really creative people. Obviously, that's a given. But their timing when it comes to their comedic timing is just almost perfect. I was looking at the top. I don't know what happened there. Which is obvious based upon people like Techno, who obviously we unfortunately lost this year. People like Schlatt, who's one of my favorite YouTubers and streamers. Obviously, all of them are different in like their content creation, but they all have something in common. Their comedic timing is just amazing. And obviously their personalities are amazing for that. Obviously there's people who are you know, jealous of what they got, which I don't understand. You know, they worked for what they got, and obviously some of them got, I mean, a lot of people, a lot of famous streamers get lucky, you know, hitting it big, maybe at the right time. But there's people who obviously play the algorithm and know how to grow better. They don't just stay stagnant from that little luck they got. Obviously, some people like that. Obviously, is Tommy in it? Are people out of that Minecraft community like Jacksepticeye, who obviously had a shout out before, but also grew mainly on his own? A lot of these streamers are people, like, they're all people just like you and me. Just the difference is that they're smart in what they did, and their ability to keep people coming back and watching are second to none. You know, there's a reason that a lot of them are so popular. Even some obviously smaller YouTubers from there. What the fuck? Even some smaller people from that point are still extremely, like, as you say, a lot of them are still extremely successful, you know? People like, oh, this guy has a Rambo skin. That's pretty fire. I like that. Nice, even has the British thing. That's cool. I like it. Picasso. Obviously there's a lot of, people who probably aren't as big, but a lot of the time it doesn't matter. You know, people like Tubbo aren't as big as someone like Tommy, but they're obviously still really enjoyable to watch. Oh, strike me down, you say? You could only hope to strike me down. Yeah. Aw. But yeah. The reason I'm using Minecraft YouTubers, by the way, in this whole thing isn't just because of. Well, it's their exponential fucking growth that they have. You know? Low! 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 You motherfuckers. A lot of them grew at around the same time. Obviously, Tommy helping with Tubbos and things like that. Techno was obviously more gradual than a lot of them, but he blew up pretty big around. There was a hole there? Dreams obviously blew up around like that, around one point in time. Obviously, that's not me dissing like anybody's channels or anything. Obviously, some of them play the algorithm, and a lot of them got lucky. Which, not to take anything away from them. Obviously, in life, success takes a little bit of it, you know? That's just how it works. That's why a lot of people don't like entitled creators, you know? I don't know why I was... Kill him! My bow does nothing! Get him! Oh, good job, guys. You guys did great. Obviously, a lot of people don't like those type of creators that... Oh, we lost. That, think that it was just purely just them. I don't like to believe that, personally. I don't think that, any success that I had was because of my own, ability to grow. More just because I got lucky with some people. Obviously, I had a little bit of growth because some people that I knew on an SMP that I was doing, they watched some of mine. Obviously, some other people that just like Minecraft. Obviously, I played a lot of Hypixel and Sky Wars, which apparently a lot of people don't even stream anymore. At least unless they're crazy good, So a lot of people watched me because I played a little bit of Sky Wars. Even if I wasn't great at it, it was just something different. Which, I'm really glad to give people that. Go. Yes, my little builder. My little builder. Keep going. Aw, dirty. Alright, cool. No! I thought I had it. I'm so lame. That was pretty lame. Fuck. Yeah, I failed. That was on me, champs. Kill him! Murder him! No! Guys, they keep taking our wool. How do you already have iron armor? Oh, I was speaking, huh? No, stop him! He's getting away! Okay, just fight the guy with iron armor, not the guy who has a fucking green wool on his head. No! You bastard! Ratio plus YB better. Hey, Cruz. This is my friend that I play multiverses with. He's good as fucking Tom and Jerry player. How did we lose already? Are you serious? Hi, duck. That's insane. I can't believe we lost already. That was so fast. I'm trying to think of what I was saying. Oh, hey. Master Yoda. Nice to see you again. Hey. Hello, Mango Mochi. The homie. And I. And I slash what? You go. You'll get there eventually. You motherfuckers! You fuck out of here, goddamn bastards. That was a terrible arrow. I don't know why I shot that. That was pretty garbage, not gonna lie to you. I haven't got a single kill recently, huh? Just literally just been shit in the bed. Behind you! No! What about now, Benson? Oh! You get back in your person! No! I thought I had it. That would have been a cool kill. Oh, that would have been a clip. That would have been a Minecraft clip. Oh, come here. Come here, boy. Well, that sounds... that sounded bad. I'm sorry. Come here. Come here, you motherfucker. That's horse shit. Fuck you. How do you have diamond armor? What the fuck? How? How? Stop him! God, I fucking hate these goddamn stairs. Yo! Oh my god. Boys. Boys, this is not alright. God. Okay. Anyways, boys. I was trying to convey some different things. Some different thoughts that I have. Oh, that person has a fucking arrow in their knee. Ankle. Hey, lifetime kills was Wool Handler 1. Let's go. Lifetime kills 32. Obviously goated. That's so sad. Anyways, I'm trying to process some stuff currently, and I don't know. I don't expect me to become like a very popular YouTuber. I don't expect it. I'm gonna work for it, obviously. That's about all I got on that topic. But there's some other topics I want to talk about. Something that I was really important to me. You know, it's a question as old as time, perhaps. You know? girls. Hold on. Alright. Let me just... So there's a question as old as time, right? That's very close to me currently, that I've been thinking about, right? And I want to know other people's answers as well. You know, it's something that I just need to know from my followers. Right? So here it is. Would you rather fight a rooster every single time you get into a car? Or would you rather fight a chimpanzee every year, right? And I hear you. Some people are going to be like, oh, but the rooster, you have to fight every single time you get in. And they have, like, really sharp claws, right? Which obviously is fair. You know, they have very, very sharp talons. And that's one of the scary things about them that makes them a threat, right? But here's my thing. I would rather fight a rooster every single time I get into a car for a really big reason, in my opinion. I feel like it's easier to kill a rooster than it is to kill a chimp. Right? Because this rooster, obviously, is thirsty for barred meat, right? It is out for blood. The only way it can be quenched is by killing me. Fuck. But here's the thing, right? The reason I would choose the rooster over the chimp is, I mean, obviously some people will be scared of the times, maybe forget sometimes, right? But here's my foolproof plan for killing the rooster. I wear a thick jacket, right? Really thick work jacket every single time I get into a car. Because I know it's coming. I know at some point there is going to be a rooster popping out of wherever it's at, right? I know that. Because I chose the rooster, right? Now, this rooster obviously knows what it's doing. It's trying to kill me. But as long as I know the only way it can kill me is, you know, through its talons. L. Well, that's the only way. But if I have a thick coat, its talons won't be able to get me. So I obviously get rid of its biggest, you know, its biggest weapon. If I get rid of its biggest weapon, it just has its ability to peck. And what is a peck gonna do in the long run, you know? Not much, to say the least. Not much at all. Some might say it doesn't need to do a lot, you know? It's just the fact that it's continuous pecks. But holy, what the fuck? Turn off your cheats, bro. Oh yeah, those are hardcore cheats. Ugh. Well, okay. It can't do much with its pecs, right? We know that. So, just to add up, right? If it came down to it, I would rather fight a chicken every single time I get into a car over a chimp once every year. Now, the chimp is gonna, once it dies, you don't have to worry about it anymore. But obviously, with something like, every single time with a chicken, you have that fear that, it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen, which is probably gonna scare some people. You know? But don't let that fool you. The amount of times a chicken can hurt you or a rooster can hurt you, it doesn't matter. Because in the end, it's still a rooster. So yes, a rooster over a chimp is a no-brainer. I don't care how many times I have to fight the rooster. I feel like the more I fight it, the more accustomed I will be to killing them, to taking them out. It'd be a lot easier every single time I do it because I know a foolproof way of doing it. Because roosters aren't smart, very smart. You ever see that video of that person who draws a line in the sand and this just stops moving? Right? It's dumb. It's not going to do much. But here's the difference, right? A chimp is really smart. It knows exactly what it's doing. That's the difference, right? And one other huge difference is chimps are really, really strong. A lot of people know that. You ever see that picture of the chimp that doesn't have a shirt on, right? And it's just naked. Well, it doesn't have the naked chimp, right? It's like hairless and everything. Oh my god. Like the hairless chimp is strong as hell. It has so much muscles. And the thing is, it's... Okay, let me phrase the question, because I read it wrong, okay? But it's my logic, right? The thing is, would you rather fight a rooster every single time you get into a car, or fight a chimpanzee with a sword once a year, right? And it's bad enough that you're giving me a chimp, but once you add that it has a sword, it's a whole new ball game, right? Because not only is the chimp strong as hell, it has a weapon. So when it comes to a rooster, all I have to do is take out its only weapon, which is its talons. Because let's be honest, it's not going to peck me to death. Like, it has the possibility, but it's not happening, It's as simple as that. It's not happening. I don't care how strong its pecs are, it's not beating me. So, with that knowledge in mind, there's no way, if I wear a thick jacket, that its talons are getting through, which obviously negates any point of damage that this rooster is trying to do. So here's where the other side comes in. Even if, it was a really strong rooster, I would still take the rooster over the chimpanzee. For the very reason that chimps are probably one of the scariest animals nature has ever created, right? Because it's strong as hell, fast as hell, and smart as hell, right? So obviously that's one of the scary things that have to do with a chimp, right? They're really buff, really strong. If you see that naked one, and obviously this thing has a sword, and chimps, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure have opposable thumbs, which means it can grab it. So that means if this smart fucking chimp has a sword, it's gonna learn how to use it. And if I somehow manage to do this, its chimpanzee family is gonna see. So that means they're gonna start training the next generation of barred killers, And that's my problem now. It isn't so much am I strong enough to beat a single chimpanzee every year. It's am I strong enough to fight this bloodline of chimps? You know, they're gonna start becoming a warrior class of chimps to defeat its oppressor. You know, and I'm I'm its person that's trying to kill. So every single time I kill one, it's like they're learning what's going next. So like maybe I have a staff. They know how to fight the staff now. I have to use a different weapon to adapt to them because they're adapting to me. So I feel eventually the chimpanzee is gonna get the better of me at some point if I beat it the first time, right? And that's even if I have a weapon on hand. Because to be completely honest, weapon or not, it's a chimpanzee. It can physically rip somebody's face off. So yeah, in any way possible, the rooster is getting hands, right? But if I try to throw hands with a chimp, I'm going to die, right? I have to be smart about fighting this. But I don't have to be too smart to fight a rooster, right? I can pull off killing a rooster without having a crazy tactic. I just need a thick jacket. So, I don't care anybody else's thoughts, right? What I just thought of right now is a foolproof reasoning as to why you always choose the rooster over the chimpanzee. The chimpanzee is everything that can kill you. Well, it has so much weapons, including a sword. A sword, right? Some say it might be too heavy for them, but have you seen how strong they are? Even if it can't swing it very confidently, eventually they will learn. That's the thing. You have a learning animal versus a dumb animal. The learning animal is going to win every time. So 1,000 times over, I choose the rooster. And some might say, if you're giving that kind of reasoning to a chimpanzee, why can't you give it to the rooster? Because roosters are fucking stupid. Okay? I can go find a rooster right now and I kill it. I guarantee you, I'll kill that rooster. I just need to put a thick jacket on it. It's over. But that's not what we're arguing here. A rooster every single time is a cakewalk compared to anything else. There is no reason this rooster should beat me, but there's so many reasons why a chimp would beat me. So easy question, you know? I had to think about it at first, but to be completely honest, it's not that hard of a thought. I'm just saying. At no point can this rooster pick up a sword and fucking murder me. That's the thing. I thought about it, okay? I've thought about this before. Also, let you guys in on a little secret about your favorite bard streamer, right? I'm terrified of chimpanzees. They're one of the Earth's scariest animals. Why, you may ask? Because you ever heard of like the chimpanzee smiling thing? That it's not actually something nice. It just means that they're like aggressive towards you. It's like a scare tactic. And people are over here just like, oh my god, look at the monkey, he's so cute. No, that monkey's planning on killing you. Disgusting creatures. They're terrifying. I don't care how funny they can be in videos. They're planning on the next time to murder you. They will never be your friends. Which brings me to the next topic. I don't like snakes. I'm not particularly scared of snakes. I don't like them. I don't like them as pets, right? If you have a pet snake, cool. Personally, I don't think it'll ever love you. Because they're cold and unfeeling. I just don't think they could do it. Dumbass. So yeah, nothing against like snakes as a whole, right? I just don't think you could train train one good enough, you know, to love you. It just won't. It looks at you as its next snack, and eventually it will have you. So how I feel about chimps is different than how I feel about snakes in the fact that I actually hate chimps, but I don't hate snakes. But both I don't think you can have as a pet. You know? So yeah, there's not many animals that I hate in this world. A chimp is one of them. Not out of just hating them, but also just fear. You know, I have a lot of fear when it comes to chimps. I will never trust a chimp. Because I feel like as soon as I turn my back, it's going to rip off my scalp. And it's going to laugh while doing it. That's the thing. Like, not only will it murder me, it's going to enjoy murdering me. Like, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure if you gave a chimp a gun, it is shooting something. That's for sure. Wasn't that one video of the people who gave a monkey an AK-47 and he just started shooting everything? That's what I expect to happen if you just get a pet, you know? It's gonna find a weapon and it's gonna fucking murder you. What the fuck? No way. No fucking way. You're fucking kidding me. So I'm just over here thinking, right? Obviously, we understand that the chimp is the worst option for anything, honestly. I would never entrust my life with a chimp. I don't care how well trained they say it is. I don't care. I know it's just waiting to kill me. Is that a fake dream? That is a fake dream. That's funny. Ooh, here's another one, right? Let's start talking about our least favorite YouTubers, you know? Obviously, there's some people who have, like, these different things, or people are going to say, like, Tommy in it and stuff, right? Because he's popular. I get that, I guess, you know? Some people just don't like people that are more popular than they are. I'm not one of them. But I'm just saying I know they exist. Oh. So I just think personally, right? I just think, oh, alright. I just personally think, like, there's some YouTubers that are kind of beyond redemption. You know, people like Mini Lad and others. Oh, what was that? Oh my god. No, the piggies. Who would want this? That's fucking terrible. There's just some YouTubers that are just beyond redeemable that obviously a lot of people don't like for very good reason. There's some that people don't like for the littlest reasons. There's some that do some despicable stuff, and some people who get, you know, confused for doing that. I don't want to have any opinions on this, but one that comes to mind is someone like, what the fuck? Call Me Carson, right? Call Me Carson's one of those guys that were really popular. Still kind of is now, but had gotten into. Oh, that's a Mega Me. costume, but that got in trouble for something that a lot of people had to clear up, right? Which I'm not saying I have any opinions on or anything, you know. Um, that people pretty much said wasn't as bad as it came out to be, right? People had said that it was a lot worse, well, than what it was. Which obviously, situations that could mean a lot of things. That could mean like it's still fucking terrible. Which I'm not gonna say any of my opinions on that situation. I just feel like opinions are something that are really. I didn't know you were still in there, you motherfucker. Opinions are something you can get in trouble for now. Really scared of that, honestly, because I don't know if a lot of my opinions fit well into the common thought process with a lot of people. I'm not saying, in these really crazy ones, like, I'm not over here saying, like, racism's good or something, I'm not saying something like that. But there's just some little thoughts I have that a lot of people don't seem to agree with. I'm not going to go into what those are for obvious reasons. I just don't think someone's platform should be built upon, political ideologies. Oh, here's where this comes in. Okay, there is a YouTuber I don't like that a lot of people do like. That be for different reasons. I don't like Hassan Piker. I don't like Hassan. I just don't think political YouTube is something that's good for mainstream content creation. And obviously he's very mainstream when it comes to when it comes to like Twitch, right? Obviously a lot of people know Hassan. A lot of people like Hassan. A lot of people love Hassan. I don't get it. I don't like a lot of political YouTubers. Him being one of them has nothing to do with his political standpoint. It has everything to do with his personality. I don't like his personality personally, and I don't like a lot of he watches a lot of political stuff. Obviously, he doesn't have to. Recently, he commented on like Gideon, right, saying that he didn't know what he was talking about when talking about racism and stuff, which is so ignorant coming from someone that isn't going through the same type of thing. Like, he's probably gone through so much that you do not understand yourself. And it just seemed very like kind of white-splaining racism to someone who himself even saying that he's gone through before. I'm gonna say I don't understand how you as a person could think that you explaining something like racism to someone who's been through it is a good idea. It just comes off as ignorant. So yeah, I just don't like Hassan Piker. Maybe I got off on the wrong videos. Maybe he has a really good personality. Just as of right now, my opinion is that I don't really enjoy his content. And no fault to people that do enjoy his content. Obviously, there's something there for everybody. Everybody has a different taste in content. And if you enjoy Hassan's thing, that doesn't make... I don't see any less of you. I personally don't understand it, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna, alienate people in my community based upon who they like, We're not... Oh, no! That was my chance! But I'm not gonna hate you for liking a streamer that I don't particularly like, A lot of political YouTubers I don't like. I can like memes about them. Like, obviously, there's funny Ben Shapiro memes. But he isn't someone that someone should look up to. And that's the thing. I think keep political stuff out of content. I don't like that. It's not very cool. And it's the same thing where I don't like I mean, obviously, there's times where some things need to be said. regardless of who you are. But there's some things that should be better left alone. You know, a lot of people aren't professionals upon what they're talking about, and they just sound kind of dumb talking about it. People who are misinformed and just going based upon, you know, a feeling, it's kind of But there's times where stuff like that is important, you know? You know, there's times where some things that obviously is extremely good that everyone can agree on needs to be talked about, and that's completely fine, you know? What the fuck? There's no reason why those shouldn't be talked about. They're really important topics that people do need to get to grasp their head around, but there's a time and a place for it. And a lot of political YouTubers don't understand that they're political 24/7. It's also the same thing with a lot of YouTubers who aren't in the political sphere that talk politics to, you know, their fan base, whether it be, you know, something totally different. You know, someone could be playing Roblox and talking about political stuff. Like, it's something that it doesn't need to be there. Not to say political stuff can't be important, because that's entirely truthful, but it's just one of those things where you need to know how to separate some things, and that's when you need to separate. It gets to a point where people start hating, you know, YouTubers because of political standpoints. They don't need to agree with your every political ideology for you to enjoy their content, and it shouldn't be like that. I just feel like political ideologies sadly run so much in the eyes of, like, someone who enjoys content. There's a difference between following someone who makes political content. Obviously, that makes sense why you wouldn't like another content creator based upon their political standpoints, but a lot of people who don't make up that political sphere, just pointing out something, and you end up hating them, it's so dumb. Everyone knows it shouldn't. A political ideology shouldn't cancel someone, right? You don't know what their reasoning is for following that ideology. You don't even know if what they're talking about is something they're actually, like, they've actually fully thought about. Which it's really sad seeing some YouTubers who are so high and mighty have some sort of small little you know, little small something to do with the political party someone doesn't understand, or maybe they do understand but they just don't like it. The fact that someone can get cancelled for something like that is depressing. It makes people want to suppress their thoughts, and for some people that's a good thing, because they would prefer someone not say anything at all. Which, okay, if you want that, I guess. But it's just sad whenever someone gets tuned out or gets cancelled for just having an opinion that's different than someone else's. Someone's opinion doesn't need to be the same thing as yours for you to enjoy their content. And that's a really important thing that some people should know. just to my fans, any people who watch my content that understand what I'm talking about, please just carry that with you. Just because someone has a different opinion than you, it doesn't mean they deserve to be canceled. If you enjoyed their content before, don't let, their political ideology be the thing that ruins it. Because there's a difference between causing an actual crime. Maybe you dislike someone like Mini-Lad for disgusting things they've done. That's obviously makes sense, but there's a difference between something so sick and an opinion. Not saying to agree with what they're saying, because what they're saying could be fucking stupid, right? It could just be an opinion that's terrible, that no one wants to look at, but that shouldn't be something that particularly is bad. It's just an opinion. Obviously, people are gonna take this as extreme and be like, say some dumb shit like, oh, Hitler had an opinion that a lot of people didn't like. That's not what I mean, and you know it's not what I mean. There's a difference between hateful thought, actual hateful thought, and fake hateful thought that a lot of people tend to abuse their power with. And unfortunately, that line's been really blurred recently. Because as of now, you can get cancelled for thought. Which is super fucking sad. Because one thing that a lot of communities have is like this weird aggression towards another side. Please don't follow the trend of hating someone without knowing what's going on. It's something like cancel culture is really crazy, considering that no one takes into account the time in which something happened. When you hold someone accountable for something nowadays, I just pray that it's something relevant to now, That isn't something so long ago that they've changed their minds about it. Literally, over time, you become a different person. That's literally biologically, you become a different person. A lot of people's opinion changes over time. Their maturity grows, People like Tubbo getting canceled for things they don't even understand is so disgusting too, dude. I forgot how long it was, but I believe he was canceled for not knowing politics that isn't even in his country. Why would he know that? Why would he care for any of that? He shouldn't. And people make him apologize for not knowing that. It's so stupid. He doesn't need to apologize for things like that. For not knowing or understanding, making a joke. You guys know him as a person. You guys know a lot of people as a person. You know they aren't bad. Because there's a difference between hating somebody who makes a joke and then hating someone like Andrew Tate. Hate towards someone like Andrew Tate makes sense. A lot of people don't like him. He's a very brash person with very, very controversial takes. No one would blame someone for hating Andrew Tate. Right? That's the thing, you know? Don't hate someone for a thought process unless it's someone who has these very outdated forms of thought. Because let's be fair, Andrew Tate is very, very old-fashioned at the point where it's offensive. I don't mind if you hate someone like that. Because a lot of the shit he says probably isn't a joke. You know? You can tell he kind of feels those thoughts. But someone like Tubbo who just doesn't understand, it's... There's a difference between totally getting mad at someone and, you know, canceling them and letting people know where they went wrong. I feel like that's a line that's been blurred a lot recently. You canceling them does not at any point do anything for them. It gives them a warning. But you're warning them for something so... and just in a way that you shouldn't. You let them know where they went wrong. You don't cancel them for it. That's the thing, right? You don't cancel someone for, you know, not knowing something and not understanding something and just making a joke. Those are some things that some people need to realize. You don't cancel someone from that. If you really, really want them to know something because they're being politically incorrect or just incorrect in general, correct them. That's it. Don't cancel them. Canceling someone makes someone just seems so weak now. Not because it's weak to let someone get canceled or because it's weak to cancel someone. It makes someone scared of coming out and saying something now. It makes someone so unlikely to, you know, speak out about situations that you think are important, that they actually understand. You just become this weird hate-filled thing, and you now make someone afraid of speaking out. You're not creating a safe space. You're making it hard on other people. They start thinking that whatever they did was so wrong that, you know, they can never make it up, and you make people insecure. Those people probably have problems of their own, and they're just saying some sort of comedy to make some people laugh. And there probably is people who laugh at a lot of that. But the difference is you didn't, and you didn't enjoy that. Sure, if you want to bring it up to him, go ahead. Just don't fucking, you know, put his head on a pike for it. And this isn't because, like, I believe in whatever he's saying or whatever. I keep saying him. To be completely honest, it could be anybody, right? It can be female, male, transgender, just not even identifying as anything, right? They could be any religion, any gender, anything, right? Any sexual orientation. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. You fucking idiot. But it should not ever matter someone's political, like, ideology for you to care. Like, why do you start hating someone based upon that, and then cancel them for it? You can dislike someone for doing it, but man, you're really going to hate someone for it. Okay, I get it. Maybe you want it. This is something so terrible in your opinion, right? Okay, I'll give it to you, right? Don't cancel someone and then cause this weird mob mentality and people to hate that person now. It says a lot about the person that you are. And it's weird because some people go into white knighting for some people, and I hate it as well. That's another thing, guys. Please stop white knighting people. If let the other people fight for themselves. They're not fighting back because they're oppressed, and don't have thought. Maybe sometimes that's the case, but you have to realize that a lot of the time some people don't care about things that are said to them. Sure, maybe they don't want to say anything because they're afraid of getting bullied or some shit. Which, at that point, yeah, it's fair. But there's a difference between white knighting and, because honestly, in my opinion, white knighting is just racist in of itself, Me being Mexican, right? I'm Hispanic. For people who didn't know that, guess now you do. Right, me being Hispanic, at no point have I needed someone to white knight for me. Because there are so many times where people have this weird thought process in their mind, like, oh, they're not fighting back because they're scared or they're afraid. No, I'm not fighting back because I don't care. Recently, people try to tiny cancel Eminem for making a joke, that one song, My Salsa or whatever, because he technically made a joke about Mexicans. I've never seen someone close to me or just any other places that has bothered someone. It's just a joke at the end of the day. Nothing more, nothing less, right? Because there's a difference between actual hate and a joke. And to my Gen Z friendos, my my friends, the people who are in my generation as well, we need to learn how to be less sensitive. I understand sometimes they can hurt your mental state, but we also have to remember that some things are just jokes, right? And there's a thin line between jokes and actual offensiveness. But as soon as you start doing that to every single one of them, that blurred line has now pretty much disappeared. That line you guys, tried to have is now blurred. Now almost everything, if you want to say a joke, now other people are scared to do it, Maybe a joke you're going to say was actually funny, but now you're afraid of saying anything. It's unfortunate. there's a difference between standing up for something that was actually wrong, systematically wrong, and culturally wrong, and being sensitive. Because there's times where we do it too much, man. There's times where it makes sense, and I won't fault you for doing it. But there are some times where we might need to calm down. And this isn't some stupid thing where I'm mad because of a creator that I really liked got canceled for a reason that I didn't believe in. Because that's also a problem, right? Believing that something that someone is fighting for that's against your thought process is, it has correlation with something in their life. It could be. It definitely could be, but there's also times where people just have that thought process and just don't need any other reason to believe in it. They just believe it is wrong or right. Personally, I've never been canceled. I'm not even popular enough for someone to take the breath to cancel me. And I take steps not to do it, right? There's times like this where I get a little, I like to talk about some issues that I have with modern culture. How? But yeah, there's this weird thought process with current gen people. There's just a lot of the time we're too sensitive. People can't make jokes, and people can't even look back at jokes without getting offended. There's a reason those things flew back then. It wasn't just because it was a different generation and no one could speak up about the things that they were saying. It's because people thought they were genuinely funny. You can have comedy without being offensive, of course. That's a no-brainer, obviously. But you also gotta remember, a lot of things that people said weren't considered offensive. They're just considered it now. Whether that was because it's just wrong now, or any other reason like that. Like, okay, for instance, most recently, getting rid of the Land O'Lakes, Native American on the front of the box or the can or whatever. People found that to be the right thing. But in my personal opinion, right? Maybe this is totally wrong for some people's eyes. It was wrong to get rid of them from it. Because if I remember this correctly, that picture of the Land O'Lakes lady was done by a Native American. Before, yeah, of course, there were some times where it was offensive because it wasn't done by someone like that. But you got rid of somebody's work that was Native American, creating a picture of a Native American. Knowing people who are Native American, obviously a lot of them didn't like that. Which goes back to that, don't white knight people. Well, white knighting gets people nowhere. Because then you have things like that are taken away, and people consider racist regardless of them not knowing the reasoning behind them, right? There are times where things mean something extremely racist, obviously, and people are gonna talk about product of the times, right? Obviously, I understand and I agree with that, but there's obviously some things that were wrong back then. Obviously, that are not done today because of it. I will not fault you for not liking something that was in the past. Sorry. I will not fault you for disliking something that was just part of the times. I get that. But again, there's a difference, because think about it this way. Ours is a product of the time too. You know, canceling someone is a product of the times. Why, you may ask? Well, because other people weren't... That wasn't happening to other people. It's something that's considered more new age that people are getting canceled like that. Some people say it's holding them accountable. I'd say it's digging too much to want to do it. Canceling someone for the reason that you don't agree with them isn't being strong, it's being extremely weak. And I hate to say it like that because it sounds super terrible, and to be quite honest, I'm not someone who a lot of people would agree when it comes to political standpoints, right? That's not meaning I have really radical thought process. It means that the way I tend to speak upon them is, well, in a light that maybe a lot of people wouldn't like. I will not lie, I'm a very opinionated person. Whether that's good or not is up to you, you know? Is up to the person whether they enjoy that. I understand. Some people don't like that. I understand. Of course. Why wouldn't I? Okay. Let me just leave off with some thoughts here, right? I dislike modern cancel culture. And I call cancel culture that, you know, considering I don't consider all people canceling cancel culture. I consider cancel culture the hurtful side of cancel culture. Canceling someone for small reasons that don't deserve canceling. Ruining someone's life and what they do based upon it. Recently, that can come to mind, Scott Cawthon was canceled for giving money to Republican parties, like people who were obviously part of the Republican Party. Which you can disagree with the Republican Party, obviously. You know, some things that they say that they believe in that is really interesting, to say the least, right? But you also have to realize that he's a person, and obviously a lot of people weren't just saying that because they were politically different than Scott Cawthon. And I will say this: they also believed that Scott did it out of hate of the LGBT community, LGBTQ plus, or I forgot. I'm sorry. I will not lie. Sometimes I tend to forget, but because some of these Republican candidates didn't really like the LGBTQ, whether that be for their own reasonings or reasonings that they believe come from it, right? But he's also gone on record saying he doesn't dislike them, you know? I believe, maybe I got the wrong source, but this is the reason that you need to look up and make opinions for yourself rather than join this weird cult of cancel culture, you know? Make your own thought process. He followed and gave money to a Republican candidate that he thought was fit. He didn't do it because he believed in every single, you know, thing that he said. That's something that people tend to forget. Following a political party or a candidate does not mean you agree with every single thing that they believe in. That's not what that means. It means that you believe that they are the best of the ones that you've seen because they have more things you believe in. It doesn't mean you believe in everything. If you believe in everything that a person says, you're probably a sheep. Let's be honest. Very little does someone fully agree with everything someone comes up with. Good job. Almost killed this person. I almost got you. So, with that in mind, right? I just want everybody here in my chat to know, don't be sheep. Don't follow this hurtful trend of cancel culture. There's a difference between canceling someone and being part of cancel culture. Only most of all, don't hate a creator for not knowing or just not agreeing with something that you think. Please don't look at a creator differently based upon that stuff. If it really isn't hurting anybody, then who cares? Anyways, fellers, my friendos, please don't look at me any differently for any of these thoughts. They're just spitballing, you know? I could always change my opinion in the future. I'm just saying, these are some things that currently make sense to me, right? I just don't feel there's any reason to hate someone based upon a political ideology that's not hurting somebody. With an opinion that's not hurting somebody, because in the end, it's just that, an opinion. And, you know, I care about a lot of you guys. I'm not going to see you guys any different based upon what you guys believe in. And I don't think any creator should start hating their fans based on something they believe in. You know? Even if it's something extremely close to me, I don't think you guys should hate, you know, anybody for that. And I won't hate on you guys for that, obviously. So obviously, you know, it's just kind of unfortunate, you know? A lot of that situation. It's a lot of people don't understand that they're actually doing damage to some people that don't deserve it. There are people who fully deserve a lot of the stuff that comes to them, but you gotta realize that not everybody that doesn't agree with you is, you know, hating on you for that reason. They shouldn't hate you. It's totally fucking disgusting if they do. So yes, guys. I've said all I wanted to say this one. I know it was kind of more of a serious stream. I wasn't being goofy this time. You guys kind of got to see behind the veil a little bit more. Next stream, I'm going to be back to more goofy content. Maybe I'll get a video in. Maybe it won't be a stream. That'll be interesting, right, guys? And girls. Any non-binary or anything like that. I'm sorry, guys. I put a lot of thought into what I said. A lot of the thought was there. what I said, you don't have to follow. I'm not gonna look at you any differently if you do. So yeah, guys. Thank you guys for watching. It means the world to me, as per usual. You guys are amazing in every right, you know. Don't be afraid to speak up about your guys' opinions, especially here. You guys, it's a safe space here. You guys don't have to be scared of anybody, and that goes to anybody. If I see any of you guys in the future now hating someone for some dumb thought they have, even if I don't agree with it, if you guys don't agree with it, don't hate them. Don't start clowning them. And you guys will know the difference the more you guys are here. The difference between someone that's actually saying something offensive and bad, and then somebody who's just has an opinion. Don't hate them for that, especially here. It's not welcome here. Anyways, thank you guys for being here and watching again. It's always so fun to do that. So, from myself and from, you know, anybody else who's on this channel, I'm sure we all love you guys. You gotta remember that. So, like, what I'm talking about here, right, guys, is just be wary of a lot of things you say here. Like somewhere else, but here you guys are free. So, thank you guys for watching. This is the Gaming Bard. Remember, you guys, guy, girl, you know, boy, transgender, non-binary, anything. I don't care what you are, who you are, what you believe in, who you believe in. Obviously, I don't care about a lot of that stuff. So thank you guys. And remember, all of you are always welcome back in my tavern.